What is good? What is up? My name is Jordan. You may know me as Texans Thoughts, and I'm coming at you today with yet another Jacob Martin video. I hope you don't get sick of him. Now yesterday I showed off all of his sacks, but sacks don't make a player. Jacob only really had 3.5 in the regular season and 4.5 on the year, but he made a greater impact than the box score would indicate. So I'm going to go over some of his plays that resulted in pressures or hits, but just not sacks. I really want to show you guys all of his talents, why his ceiling is so high, and why I'm so excited about him. If you enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and comment down below your thoughts. Now, let's dive into the film. This first play I'm going to show you is actually Martin's first ever snap as a Texan. Now this came late in the fourth quarter of the Saints game, and it really gave us a glimpse into his bright future. So, lined up on the right side of the defense in a 3-point stance, he's going up against one of the best left tackles in the game in Teron Armstead. But what's crazy is Jacob makes him look like he's not even there. So let's start this play. Jacob fires off the snap, as always, and then look at this, he jumps inside. First of all, I like how he swats out his left hand here, kind of baiting out Armstead's hand, and then he jumps inside and then hits him with this nice swipe move. Hard to see, but right there, boom, swipes out his hand so he can't block him, and look at how much ground he covers. When he plants his right foot here, boom, jumps, gets all the way over here. It's like a good 2-yard jump. He gets just completely right past Teron Armstead, like he's not even there. And then boom, gets low, bends to the quarterback, and boom, gets a good hit on Drew Brees and brings him to the ground. So on to this next play. I really wanted to show this because it's Jacob Martin's go-to move. And I broke it down a little bit in the first video, so if you want to see it really in depth, go back and watch that and check that out. But here he gets a pressure on it, and it's just beautiful, man. He uses this so much, it's so deadly. So let's break it down. Jacob Martin is lined up on the left side, right here, in a 3-point stance. And he's going up against the rookie Juwan Taylor. So let's break this down. Ball snap, flies off the snap, boom. Look at him do his go-to move. Sorry, I forgot to mention it, but it's a chop, dip, and rip move. So boom, chops down on Juwan Taylor's hands, which doesn't really get much. He doesn't get the hands off him right now. Juwan Taylor's a pretty strong dude. So he still got hands on Jacob Martin right now. So Martin has to boom. Look at that move he uses with his left hand. He doesn't do this a lot, but he did it here where he tries to push off Juwan Taylor's hand even more. And then bam. That rip move right there where he put up his right hand. Boom, like that. That's what really gets the hands off of him. And really only on his shoulder pad and his back shoulder pad. So then Jacob Martin has to start bending to the quarterback. So bending right here. He flips his hips. And he's just a hair away. But he, and along with who is Whitney Merciless coming down the middle, cause the pressure, cause an errant throw, and then boom, Justin Reed gets the pick, and he almost brings us back for 6. God damn. All right, let me play this one time for you guys, full speed. Jacob Martin flies off the ball, chop, dip, rip, boom, pressure. Justin Reed with the pick. Let's go. He stumbles. He's juking. Get out the way. Just got Minshew to beat. He beats Minshew. There's more. But he brings it down to like the 3. That's an amazing play right there by everyone on the defense. So this next play is really important for Jacob's development. We've seen how he can use his speed rush to win on the outside, but if he adds some power and more bull rushes to his game, he's going to be even more dangerous. While he didn't do it often, he showed he has the ability to just run down the middle of someone and collapse the pocket this way too. So Jacob Martin is lined up right here on the left side of the defense. Martin does a great job of translating his speed to power, and you can see this with his great burst off the line, as always. Flies off the line, then boom, right there, he punches the right tackle right in the chest. And that's, like I mentioned before, that's the exact target where you want to punch an offensive lineman. It works both ways. If you get into their chest, you can be more powerful. So boom, he pushes him back, keeps pushing, keeps running his feet, pushes him right into Phillip Rivers' face. Look at where the right tackle started here, and he ends up back here. Look at this. Boom. Jacob Martin translates that speed to power really well, gets off the block, and then, he just trips up. Couldn't finish the sack, but he helps chase Rivers down, and that's just a great play, man. Martin showed that he's capable of doing this, translating his speed to power, getting right into the middle of someone, boom, pushing him back. I just want to see that a lot more out of him. So just to show that that last play wasn't a one-time thing and I was just cherry picking, here's another play where Jacob shows really good power. He's lined up here on the right side against Jawaan Taylor again. And instead of hitting him with a speed rush, he goes right at him and punches him in the chest. The hand placement is great right here. Sorry, the hand placement right there. Boom, right inside into his chest. And you can really see how he hits him and he pops him backwards. He starts at this like kind of yard line. Don't know what that is, but then boom, gets him a good 5 yards back. And he's not able to disengage from the block here. He really only has one hand. So right at this point where Jawaan Taylor still has a hand inside on Jacob Martin, you can see him trying to hand fight and trying to get it off. His hand off him, but he's just not able to. If he could use a chop or a rip move right here, that'll be perfect. But because of that, he's getting held a little bit and he just can't finish the sack on Gardner Minshew, but he forces him out of the pocket and eventually an errant throw. So another great play by Jacob Martin. I love the speed to power. If he can continue adding more of that, he's going to be something special. Alright, now Martin is actually lined up on the inside on this play. And I don't love him on the inside, to be honest. I'd rather have him on the outside where he can really use his athletic gifts more optimally. But on this play, he's running a stunt with Watt. And he still showcases his athleticism really well. So once the ball is snapped, Martin takes a step inside to occupy this right guard, and then I like this move that he uses. He uses this nice two-hand swipe and swim over. So he's going right, JJ Watt's coming left. Let's see what JJ does. Boom, he does the same type of thing, a swipe and swim. They cross over. JJ Watt gets the initial pressure up the middle, and Patrick Mahomes, he sees it coming. He sees JJ Watt, so he tries to escape to his right, and then boom, you got Jacob Martin coming at you. What are you supposed to do? So as I mentioned in my previous video, Jacob Martin is really good at using his athletic gifts to chase down these mobile quarterbacks. He did it against Josh Allen last video and now Patrick Mahomes. So Mahomes tries to turn away from Martin, and against most D linemen he can get away. But look at Martin. Look at him running down, he's chasing him, and then I love this effort right here. He sees that he's about to throw the ball, so he dives out, full extension, swats it. He doesn't get a tackle or anything here, but he gets the pass breakup. He deflects this ball. Man, he caused that incompletion right there. Let's take a look at it one more time. Running this stunt, goes left, boom, swipes back right, loops around. Has outside contain here because you can see Mahomes running out to his right, then boom, he's got to turn around, and you can't outrun the beast that is Jacob Martin. He's going to get to you every time. Let's go. Another play here where Jacob Martin is lined up on the inside, this time against Colts Quentin Nelson. And everyone knows how good he is. We have to hear it every day from Colts fans, but you know what? Martin makes him look silly on this play. And this is one of the most advanced moves from Martin that I've seen so far, and it's really the counter move that he uses that's just awesome. So let's break it down. As the ball is snapped, Nelson looks to quick set Martin where he wants to hit him as soon as possible. And you can see he kind of gets his hands into Martin's chest, stunning him. But Martin reacts really quickly and is able to swipe away that right hand of Nelson and swim over top using his own right arm. Now the next move Martin tries to use is he tries to dip his shoulder underneath, which he always does, to try and get past Quentin Nelson. And then you can also see him try and use his patented rip move where boom, he puts his right arm up to try and get Quentin Nelson's arm off of him. Now that still doesn't work. He's tried 3 moves at this time, the swipe and swim, the dip, and the rip move, and Quentin Nelson is still pushing him out of the play. But at this point is where most defensive linemen would honestly just give up and get pushed out of the play, but Martin never gives up. And he notices Quentin Nelson's leverage way too far inside. He's leaning over him. Look how high up he is. You can't play well that way. So what Jacob Martin does is he gets low and he spins around. Look at how low Jacob Martin is compared to Quentin Nelson. So he's going left, boom, he gets low, he spins around in one fluid motion in literally just 2 steps. Boom, he plants his right foot, 1 step with the left, another step with the right, and boom, he's around. He's spun completely off of Quentin Nelson, just leaving him in the dirt. He's dumbfounded, he doesn't know what just happened. Gets off the block, and he chases down Jacoby Brissett, forcing him to throw it away. What a beautiful play here. Jacob Martin really showing how advanced his technique can get. He's not all athlete. He shows these flashes, and he's a young player. He's just got to do it on a more consistent basis. The last play I'll show you is again a super advanced move, and it's really the best move I've seen out of him. Last play was really good, but this he took it to another level. However, the thing on this play was that it wasn't perfect. He didn't get a sack, he didn't even get a pressure. but he showcased so much on this play, so much nuance that I've just got to break it down. So he's lined up on his usual left side here, and he's up against right tackle Marcus Cannon. So let's look at this play here. As the ball is snapped, he hits him with an inside fake. Boom, look at that big inside step, and then goes off the outside. Now, Marcus Cannon doesn't buy this inside fake because Jacob Martin really actually goes inside, so he'd have no reason to buy it. But if he starts going inside more, he's going to have to respect that fake. Anyways, he does the inside fake, goes outside, and then he tries to chop down. You can see he used the two-hand chop here, but he just completely mistimes his punch. That's okay, that happens, because you can see Marcus Cannon raise his right hand here, so that's why he got baited out. So he's just got to get better about timing his punches, but I just like that he tried this move in the first place. So he does the chop, he dips his shoulder, and then he tries to spin around, and he just loses his balance on it. And he's not able to get to Brady or really affect this play too much. However, I just like that he showed so many different moves. He got this inside out, that's 1. He's got the chop, that's 2. The dip, that's 3. And then the spin. The spin, that should have worked, because look at how far leveraged Marcus Cannon is. He's leaned over. He's not having good balance. If he spins this properly and doesn't slip, that's a sack. That's a clean sack. And we've seen it on the play before where he's able to spin properly and get good burst off that to the quarterback. So we know he can do it. This is just beautiful. One last time and then I'm out of here. Off the ball, goes inside, outside, chop, misses dip, spin. If he cleans this up, this is a nasty move. This is a move that's for the elite pass rushers. So much is going on here. If he can master this, he's going to be a double-digit sack guy easily. That concludes my second part of the Jacob Martin breakdown. I took a look at some of his hits, pressures, and just great moves that he can continue to work on. The third part of this breakdown will be uploaded tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. That video is going to be focusing on his run defense because, as we know, Martin didn't get the most snaps, and he was basically reserved for third downs. So I really wanted to see if he was actually that bad against the run, or what the case was. And what I'm going to show you is very intriguing. I think you're going to enjoy it. So look out for that tomorrow, and as for this video, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and the question of the day is going to be, which one of the plays I showed you today was your favorite? So leave your favorite play in the comments below, and as always, any criticism for me or content that you want to see, I want to hear it all. This channel is all about you guys. Alright, this was Jordan or Texans Thoughts. Hope you enjoyed and come back for more. Take care, everyone.